That's right. That's right. Well, welcome to Great Lakes. I'm going to play a game with you guys as people are coming in. So it's pretty, you'll figure it out really quick. So let me share my screen and we'll get rocking.
Woohoo.
Sure. Here we go.
It's time to play thumbs up or thumbs down. Pick which one you think it will land on. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you are right, you get to stay in the game. If you get it wrong, you're out. Let's go. Thumbs up. If you picked thumbs up, you are still in the game. If you picked thumbs down, you're out. Let's keep going. Thumbs down. If you picked thumbs down, you are still in the game. If you picked thumbs up, you're out. Let's play again. Thumbs down. If you picked thumbs down, you can stay in the game. If you picked thumbs up, you're out. Let's play one more time. Thumbs up. Did you pick thumbs up? If you did and you are still in the game, you win. If not, you're out. Great job, everyone.
Woo.
I can share.
Did anybody win?
Yeah, did anybody
Figure out how to play.
Not I.
It took me a couple times.
Okay, you have to get this one. All right. So here's your game. I can share all this stuff with you guys too later. At the end of the time together.
Great idea.
You'll get this one, I hope. Not that one. Oops. Okay, hold on. I do this when I do my children's messages too, you guys.
We all do.
And my kids are like, "Oh, Miss Jenny." All right, paper, scissors. You know.
Rock, paper, scissors. Can you beat the screen? Rock crushes scissors. Paper covers rock. Scissors cuts paper. See, it's easy. All right, let's go. Here's our first round. Everyone ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Did you win? All right, let's go again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. How did you do this time? Let's go to round 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. What about this round? Let's go again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. It's time for another round. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. How are you doing? Did you win that time? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's do it again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. One more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. If you won more rounds than you lost, you win. You are the rock, paper, scissors champ. Good job.
Anybody win that one?
I did.
All right.
I don't know why I'm so proud.
And everybody has to keep track of their own.
That's right. Welcome to the Great Lakes Regional Gathering. Isn't that the way all Zoom meetings should begin?
Yes.
My name's Jenny Whitford. I'm the Ohio State rep, and that was my job for today. So, hey, whoever's next.
I'll start the thingy. If you want to drop those in the chat, and then people can have information. If anybody needs a breeze, there's a copy in the chat. Come on. My computer doesn't want to open what I wanted. There it is.
Computer, should I talk about renaming?
Sure.
Okay.
Because I found it.
Our fall, welcome everybody. I'm Kathy Banghart. I'm the APSI connector. I'm going to guess that most of you have gotten an email from me in the last week at least. So welcome. It's wonderful to see you. Our fall event in October of 2020 had to do with gender pronouns and such. And so you'll notice that some of us have relabeled, redone our names. You'll see the MI before my name. Oh, are we doing the,
We did that part.
okay. Okay, this is where we are.
Yep.
Mine says MI Kathy Banghart Connecting Team, Great Lakes. And it's just a way, if we were meeting in person, we would be handing out to you these cute little Great Lakes pins. But since we're not here, we thought maybe it would be a nice way to give our region a little shout out if we changed our Zoom name for the duration of the conference. You do that by going to the little square where you're living right now and hitting the 3 dots. And at the bottom of my drop-down screen, it says rename. I put MI at the beginning because we originally thought that I was going to have to manually put you into our breakout rooms, which we will be separating by states because we have some business that needs to happen a little later. But Nicole discovered an easier way to do that. You're going to choose. So when we get to that point, the rooms will become available and you will self-select your state. So that's what I've got for you right now. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. I'm not so good with phones and iPads, but I will try. Oh no, we have to have sound.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, hang on. Sorry. I forgot I had sound on that one. Come on.
Sometimes it's better without sound, really, to be honest.
Take 2. Share sound. Now.
Welcome to the Glapsy Rapsy. Great Lakes Association Presbyterian Christian Educators. We lift everyone. We're like human elevators. Our job description says fishers of men. At times a mountaintop, at times a lion's den. At Glapsy, our goal is to follow Jesus' steps. With Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Ohio reps. Hope, too, can spread like a pandemic. Together we're successful, ministries systemic. At Glapsy we share friendships, plans, and skills so you can grow the kingdom without many bills. Together we make disciples of all nations. This rap's gotta stop so we can start the conversations. The word.
I hope you enjoyed our fun little ditty. Thank you, Diane. Point of order, is Doreen present and taking minutes? Can anybody answer that?
I just got here.
Okay, because we're just getting ready to start the meeting.
I clicked on the wrong button and they sent me to the miscellaneous meeting. So
You weren't the only one that had trouble.
all right.
So, Doreen, officially 5:52 or 4:52. I'll call the meeting to order. We're glad you're here today. And then you can start with a prayer.
Okay, call to order. Friends, let us join. Our Creator and sustaining God, you are the Holy One whom we worship, whom we adore, whom we turn to in our need. On this day, we thank you for the opportunity to gather here as the community of the Christian educators. We gather not in the way we had hoped to, but we do gather, and we thank you for the blessings of technology that you have given to our ability to create so that we still stay connected. And so we gather today looking to the hope for the future, thankful for the day we've had, and remembering and honoring the past. Bless us in our work today as we meet as the GLAPC Great Lakes region, so that we may do the work of our business we have before us this day. But let us remember, it is not about business. It is really about how we go into the world from this place to work with and for each other. And we do this in your name, in whom we pray. Amen.
Okay, many of you probably got an email with the breeze, or if not, in the chat, I have a digital version. You can pull that up, but also along the slides, I've got any information you really need. Our first thing is the secretary's report. So Doreen, you're up again.
Okay. Hopefully you were able to read that otherwise in advance. Otherwise, you've got it in very small print before you. I am not going to reread it. We are adults. Does anybody have any questions about the minutes before I ask for corrections? Is everything that's there is clear? If anybody has any questions. Hearing none, I would ask for someone to give us a motion to accept the minutes.
I move to
Second.
accept the minutes.
There. I think I heard a move in a second. Thank you very much. There you have our meeting, our minutes from last year's annual meeting.
Everyone accept? Anyone opposed?
Oh, I guess I should have, yeah.
Yeah. Speak now or forever hold your peace. And I can't check the chat very well, so if somebody will monitor that for me. Next thing is a treasurer's report, and I'm going to quick give that because Charlotte was not able to be with us today. But here is kind of a rundown. 2020 year-end report, 2021 budget. We didn't spend much money in 2020 because we were kind of limited. So we have a healthy balance in our savings of over $10,000. We've been able to, we're kind of saving a little money so we can offer scholarships next year to hopefully an in-person APSI and GLAPC. So we're prepared to do that. Are there any questions on this? We pretty much have based it off previous years and expenses and all that kind of stuff. So questions or comments? Accept, or first, second, third, whatever. How's that go? Anybody move to accept?
Move.
Move.
Second. Okay,
Second.
good.
Am I supposed to be catching who these moves and seconds are?
I don't think it really matters
Thank you.
because I can't see everybody anyway.
Well, yeah, me neither.
It's recording. It's
Anybody
recording.
opposed? Okay, very good.
So
Kathy, do you have any updates?
before we go on,
Oh,
Nicole,
yep.
before we go on, the question in the chat is that they are not seeing the breeze in the chat. The breeze is not in the chat. All the reports will be on the screen, correct?
Yes, everything is on the screen. There, if you go back to the beginning of the chat, I added the file.
Oh.
It is also on our webpage. But I have all of the information that you need, like the secretary's report, the treasurer's report, are on the screen.
Okay, so Faith, I'm hoping that answers your question.
I'm going to step in here and say it's not at the beginning of my chat.
No? Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry,
No.
it's on our website. Go there.
Okay, so that would be glapc.org
Very good.
or our Facebook page, Great Lakes Great Lakes Association of Presbyterian Church Educators. If you put in Great Lakes, it usually pops up at that point. I don't have anything specific other than, again, to welcome you and to let you know, I hope that you all know this, that by registering, if you have registered for the conference, you will have access to all of the materials that are available for 90 days. However, if you join APSI, you have access to all the materials all the time that you are a member. So I will just encourage all of you who are able to join APSI, that makes you a member of GLAPSI as well. We are having a wonderful fall conference coming that you will hear about shortly. There are many resources on the APSI website, apsinet.org. There are webinars and trainings, a lot of bang for the buck. So I would just encourage you to consider that if you would. And I think that's the end of my report. Thank you.
All right. Up next, we're going to talk briefly about what we did in 2020 and move into 2021 for our fall events. This was what it looked like. Kathy, Sally, take it away.
Hi, I'm Sally and Sally Campbell, and I am a Michigan rep, but I've also been serving the board as the liaison for fall event speakers. The fall event is a big deal for our GLAPSI group, and if you're new to all of this, please don't worry about this APSI GLAPSI stuff, because it's crazy, it's confusing, but it makes sense in a very short amount of time. The GLAPSI fall event is a big deal because it's a smaller event than APSI, and it gives us a chance to connect and get to know one another in a more intimate setting, with more time allowed for one-on-one conversations and Q&A with each other, as well as with our presenters. After the 2019 fall event, the board met to discuss potential topics for the 2020 event. As educators, we are, of course, always interested in showing God's love for all people with a welcoming attitude, right? In this conversation, we found out that many of us were not very well informed about language issues surrounding, in particular, the LGBTQIA+ community, gender identity, and the use of pronouns. Not necessarily new pronouns, but new and emerging ways to use already existing pronouns. I was able to connect with Reverend Jess Cook and Reverend Shania Leonard, who agreed to help us design our fall event for 2020. Then came COVID, which forced us into looking for new ways to connect and share information. Jess and Shania did a wonderful job of not only sharing information with the 50 or so of us who attended virtually, but also, I believe, have succeeded in beginning a wonderful new relationship with GLAPSI for the future. Reverend Jess Cook has Texan roots and is a lifelong Presbyterian. Jess is the first non-binary person to be ordained as a minister of Word and Sacrament in PCUSA, and is currently the program and communications manager at More Light Presbyterians. Reverend Shania Leonard is originally from Philly. I haven't told you this, Shania, but so am I. And is also an ordained pastor in the PCUSA. Shania is the Associate for Gender and Racial Justice for the Presbyterian Church in Racial and Women's Intercultural Ministries for the mission folks. Both of these folks have agreed to return, hopefully in person this time, and lead our 2021 fall event. And they have agreed to tell you a little bit about their plan for that. Hopefully they are on with us.
Yep.
I can't
Yeah.
stop.
I saw Jess hop on.
I said, yep.
Hi,
And then
And we're here.
hi. And there's Shania.
And
Yep.
there's Shania too.
All right, we're here.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're gonna.
welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. So hi, everybody. We're just gonna say hi and wanted to be brief because we know you have other things that you want to discuss, and bet that you're probably also a little bit Zoom weary. Or maybe that's me projecting. But we had a really great time with this conference with you all. It was really exciting to be able to share the space even virtually, and exciting to be in the space with such a large number of educators in particular who are interested in expanding conversations around pronouns, and it was great to be able to adapt and with the format that we had. And I would say also just personally, it was really lovely, I think, for our organization, for More Light, to work with the national office in the way that I think was really just exciting on a personal level. And so we're excited about it again this fall, and we'll say hopefully in person. If not, then we'll make it work virtually, because we can do hard things and we can do all sorts of things. But we're gonna, for the conference in the fall, we want to be sure to really bring everybody into the circle of understanding, just in terms of we'll do a baseline around the language and terminology, just for an overview for some folks who are maybe have more experience with conversations around pronouns and gender identity and sexual orientation. And then also we'll really ground those in an intersectional lens. And so thinking about how those experiences are really lived out for people, in all different places in society, and specifically thinking about how do we experience that for adults who are walking through life with young people. But really like wanting to be intersectional about how do we approach our identity through a more nuanced lens. And I think with that in particular, also looking at how we understand the binary and the ways in which a binary understanding of not only our gender identity, but also our sexual orientation and our racial identity, and even how we do ministry at different points, how the binary can so often live in opposition to abundance. And so we're going to kind of start off and work within the context of making sure everybody's up to speed around language and terminology, or at least that you have resources that you can access to kind of dig into that. And we're going to do that through an intersectional lens. And then we're going to also dig into what are the opportunities for all of our freedom that maybe we're missing because we get stuck in the ways we've done things for so long, that we miss the abundance that's there in a more nuanced lived experience. So Shania, I don't know if does that feel attuned to what we'd sort of speak faithfully?
Yeah, thanks Jess for representing us. That sounds awesome. We're definitely I'm super excited to share with GLAPSI. I just shared with APSI at a roundtable about an hour or so ago. But to share with GLAPSI around the issues of deconstructing the binary, especially at the intersectional lens, as Jess has pointed out. As somebody who does that work at the national office and then has lived experience within that intersection, this is great for me. And it's definitely something I know a whole lot about. So we are looking forward to being in person with you. It was great last year via our Hollywood Presbyterian squares, but I can't wait to see us all together in one place.
Oh, thank you both. That's great. All right, I'm going to let Joelle give you a little update on what we're thinking so far.
Yes, as I mentioned, our theme is breaking down the binary, and we are hoping to be in person. Either way, the dates are going to be October 26th through the 28th. Should we be in person, the plan is to be at the Geneva Center in Rochester, Indiana. And if you attended last year, or you don't have to attend both, or if you attended last year, there's still lots more to see this year. If you were not able to attend last year, you haven't missed anything. There's a lot of great information coming this year. So don't feel like if you didn't attend, or if you did attend, there's all new stuff and exciting stuff for this year. There will be scholarships available, and we're kind of monitoring things. We're hoping to have some final decisions made by May or June. So keep an eye on the GLAPSI Facebook page and the GLAPSI website. And hopefully we can open some registration for July 1st.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
Do we have any questions about the annual event? No? Okay.
Okay, thanks. Doreen, on behalf of the advocacy team. Hey, wait a minute. The host stopped my sharing. Hang on. Maybe I stopped my sharing. Doreen, go ahead and
Okay.
you can introduce.
So we have some vacancies on the board, and As the secretary, I am from the advocacy team, and we are those that are charged, one of our jobs, and we are charged with this. And so today for our elections, we are nominating Jen. It's UHAS, right? Is that how I say it correctly, Jen?
Yep, you got it, Doreen. Don't say the
Thank you.
J.
As our new treasurer, we are so thankful for the work of Charlotte, but her term has ended and Jen has graciously volunteered to serve in that role for us. Otherwise, we have then Joelle has completed her first term and she has agreed to serve as a second term. Now, that's who we are presenting, but we will accept nominations from the floor. Is there anyone else? If you are going to nominate someone, we need to have it clarified for sure that that person has agreed to be nominated. So we are only looking for names to be presented from the floor of someone that has agreed to be nominated. So are there any nominations from the floor?
Do those people have to have a specific job, or can they just join the board?
Excellent
We've
question.
talked about somebody on this screen and she's agreed, but
Since the way we have the board structured, each person has a job. So we'll hold on that one.
okay.
Right, and I guess I thought because it was for these two positions.
Right.
Right now is what we're looking at is these two positions.
Got it.
Okay?
But she can certainly help with other parts of things.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We'll get to that.
Okay, so hearing no nominations, I would put forth that we would like to have the nominations closed and that we will vote for Jen as treasurer and Joelle to continue on as a second term vice president. All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Or raise your hand.
Aye.
Whatever. I can
Aye.
only see three, so. Any opposed? Motion carries. With gratitude and congratulations, Jen and Joelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, thank you both. And side note, Indiana and Ohio in their state groupings will be selecting their state reps, but
Right.
that will be towards the end of our meeting.
That was just-
While we're talking about board stuff, I thought I would include an invitation to ministry teams. Last year, we revised the bylaws and added ministry teams to help the board with their duties. And these are a great way to get your feet wet, to connect with some other educators in smaller groups and kind of get to know people. The three teams that we are looking for people to help with are communications and media, our event team, which is a significant team. It does the planning of the fall event and a little bit for the annual event. And then the advocacy team, which is in charge of filling board positions and taking care of scholarships and some of those other kinds of things. So if you are interested in any of those things and maybe finding out a little bit more about GLAPSI or getting to know folks a little bit better, send us an email to greatlakesapsi@gmail.com and we'll send you more information and fill you in on possibilities there. We would love to have you join us in any of those ministry teams. Also, we want to give special recognition, and my bad. One of the special recognitions is to our two GLAPSI recipients of the Connect Award and the Sustain Award for APSI. So when APSI announces those, make sure we cheer for our fellow GLAPSI people. And the other recognition is thanking Charlotte for being our outgoing GLAPSI treasurer and all the time and effort she put into keeping things organized and getting policies and procedures in place so that we're comfortable financially. And Sorry she couldn't be here, but thank you, Charlotte, in absentia. And on behalf of GLAPSI, I sent her a necklace with our lovely Great Lakes on it.
Could you back up, Nicole? Could you back up to not Nicole, Nicole?
To that one?
Who are our two scholarship winners? Shall I put that in the minutes?
We did not have any for this time.
I thought it was cheering. Yeah, well, that's what I thought, but I thought you said
No,
we're cheering.
That scholarships, the award winners.
Oh, okay, the award, yes.
So Phyllis and G.
Thank you.
Yep. Anyone else have any other business to bring before the board or the group? Why we have you all, here's a reminder that next year, hopefully APSI will be in our region in Chicago. So we hope to see you all there. And I'm going to then allow or ask Diane to give us a closing prayer, and then we'll work on breakout rooms in a second. So Diane, go right ahead.
Won't you please join me in prayer? Amazing God, thank you for all of these human elevators. Help them to be sustained so that we can sustain others, sharing the love and resources and ideas and inspiration. We are so grateful for this medium that we can use to gather, and we are most grateful for your son, Jesus, in whose name we now pray. Amen.